Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Joya here, back again. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience at Parsons as a freshman. Here I got a whole list of things that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be explaining all my classes and kind of like tell you my experience and some advice that I would give you. So just keep watching. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to go through is going to be my classes. So what classes did I take the second semester of freshman year? I took Fashion Studio, Fashion Seminar, Time, Fashion Image Making, and Objectivist History. I'm going to go through every single class, who my professor was, what we did in the class, what I learned from the class, what difficulties I had. I'm going to share all the information with you guys. Okay, so the first class I'm going to talk about is Fashion Studio. And as you know, in the first semester we took Integrative Studio and Seminar. The second semester, you can choose a specific topic of the studio class that you're taking. There's Fashion, Constructed Environment, and there's a third one. I don't really remember the third one. There are 3 different themes that you can choose. And of course, I chose fashion because I'm a fashion student and I really want fashion. The Fashion Studio class is paired up with your seminar class as usual. And my professor was Patrick Hughes. So the Fashion Studio classes are kind of like divided in 2 different paths. The first one is to make garments, where you make clothes. You make physical clothes. You actually learn how to sew. You learn how to make the pieces of clothes. And the second path, which is the path that I got in, was making fashion magazine. So throughout the entire semester, you got this one project, which is to make the fashion magazine, which I will explain what the fashion magazine was like. Every class can be a little different, so I'm just going to talk about my class and how we made our magazine. It's an individual project, but of course you make collaborations with others. You make collaborations with people who are good at makeup, so they can be your makeup artists. You make collabs with photographers, photo students, so they can take your photo shoots. And a lot of other stuff requires collaboration, which is like a big thing in this class. To make a fashion magazine, you can't really make everything by yourself. So I'm going to talk about the content, so what we need to have in our magazine. In the checklist of our magazine, which is going to be in your syllabus, you need a striking cover, you need table of contents, creator's greeting. Those are all like regular stuff. Here are something that's going to be included in your magazine. You have 2 written research profiles, which those are going to be lottery picks. So you will choose your topic, or you will pick your topics at the beginning of the year. It's kind of like in a Ziploc, and the professor put like some little notes in there, and you just pick one up and see what topic you got. And the 3 topics that I got was Miriam Haskell Jewelry, Zero Waste Utopia, Sustainable Fashion, and also fashion activist Bethany Hardison. There are like different ways to write your research profiles. You can do editorials, you can do interview, you can do all kinds of stuff. There's like a lot of creative space for you. The second one is to create an editorial and article focused on DIY fashion. You can make your own garments, you can make your jewelries, you can make shoes, you can do anything that's about fashion. I did DIY jewelries, which I used kitchen aluminum, which is the thing, you make barbecue and stuff. And I can show you a few pictures.
Let me see what page it is. 57.
I named it Aluminum Fancy. A pair of earrings that I did. And this is my friend Gemma Holland, and she modeled for me. That's the necklace. And there's some more necklace and earrings. You also have to include period choice photo stories. At the beginning of the semester, I'd say like the first 2 months or first 1.5 months of the semester, we had studio lectures, which we went through the fashion magazine history, some fashion magazine history. You get to know the history of the development of the fashion magazines, and you learned about different photographers, editors, and stuff. You have to make a choice between all the topics that we went through in the studio lectures, and you have to make a photo story. You also have to include 8 minimum vintage ads, 8 minimum current ads. Another topic is film noir. You need to make a film noir influenced editorial or article. And what I did was an editorial. So this is the editorial that I did for film noir. My friend Cece Kegler helped me to shoot this. We did it at the Grand Central Station. Here's a few photos. The next one is addressing or dressing camp as a fashion or culture topic. As you know, the Met Gala of 2019, the theme was camp. Next topic is a new designer to watch. It could be an interview or profile. So I did this interview with my friend Nicole Sarah. She started her swimwear line when she was 17, which is really, really amazing. She puts her artwork onto the swimsuit that she designed, and she's based in Florida. I did an interview with her. Those are the set topics for your content. You have some free pages to do your own thing. When you're making your magazine, you have to address your audience. So you have to make a decision on who you want your audience to be. Their age range, demographics, what they like. So you have to narrow it down. That's how you start to think about your magazine. For my class, we have 3 different format choices for our magazine. So the first one is classic. That's what most people choose to do. You make an 80-page minimum paper magazine. The second format is hybrid, which is the second popular choice. You make a 50-page paper magazine along with a 2.5-minute maximum video. So you have to make a video and you also have to make a paper magazine, but that's the hybrid way. Third one is to make an eco-friendly magazine, which is all electronic. Don't worry about the page number. You can only go over the pages. You're not going to go under. Now I'm going to talk about my fashion seminar class. Fashion seminar class is linked to fashion studio class. My professor was Pamela Roskin. She's really, really nice. There's a lot of discussions, a lot of readings. I'm going to tell you a few of the readings that we did. We read Joan Didion's On Keeping a Notebook, Susan Sontag's Notes on Camp. The Met Gala of 2019 was camp. We went to the Met Museum to see the camp show, which is the 2019 fashion thing.
We also read The Dressed Body. We read Fred Davis' Blue Jeans, Under Leon Talley, The Only One. We also read Valerie Steele's Fetish. We read Lorraine Gammon, Visual Seduction and Perverse Compliance.
We also went to a few museums. We went to an exhibit at NYU, which is called Gray Area. It was about authenticity and value and subversion in fashion. And we also went to a museum at FIT. I think it was called Pink. For our finals for our seminar class, we have to write a final paper. And you can choose your own topics, you know. What I did was I was writing royal weddings. I wrote about Princess Diana, Grace Kelly, and Queen Elizabeth. Kind of like analyze their wedding dresses, their wedding fashion, their bouquet, their perfume, you know, the details of their dresses and stuff, their designers, kind of like an analysis. So that's what I wrote for my final paper for seminar. The next class I'm going to talk about is time. At first I thought it was a history class because, you know, it's called time. But it's actually kind of like a software class where you learn how to use different softwares like the Adobe suite. My professor was Mimi Kim. In my class, the softwares that we learned was mainly Illustrator, Photoshop, and Premiere Pro. I kind of had a love-hate relationship with this class. You know, I love using softwares and I love making things on my computer. It's just so convenient. I can do it in my bed, you know. But like in this class, like when I was making my projects and stuff, I struggled a lot, but I really did learn a lot in this class. It's one of the most productive classes in this entire semester. At first we made our logos. With Illustrator, we made animation, and then we did photo roman. We did a sound project. For our final project, we did an abstract video. We went to Coney Island. We collected footage there. The theme for the video is about your life. So you have to divide your life into 4 sections. And speaking of Adobe Suite, Parsons will pay for your Adobe Suite during your 4 years in college. So you have the entire Adobe Suite for free for 4 years, which is really nice. I mean, we paid a lot. I did realize that I did spend much less money on materials that I need in the second semester than the first one, because the first semester I had space and materiality, I have drawing and imaging, I had sustainable systems, which you all have to make stuff with your hands. Like everyone spent a lot of money on those classes because you have to buy the materials and stuff. The next class is Object as History. It's an art history class. It starts from prehistory to industrialization. So in this class you have to get books. So it's called Art History, which is this one by Marilyn Stockstad. You can either get the PDF or you can buy the actual physical book, which no one did that. So the last class I'm going to talk about is fashion image making, and that was my elective class. My professor was Miguel. It's kind of like a photo shoot based class. So that's all about my classes. I took 15 credits this semester. You can take between 12 to 18 credits. 15 is kind of like the average what most people would do, but you can also go down to 12. You can also go up to 18 before you have to pay for extra credits. And if you go below 12, then you're counted as a part-time student. Your financial aid, your scholarship, and some other stuff will be affected. There's a lot of other opportunities in the school. There are people in the industry or celebrities come over to our school, give us a talk. Last time Ashley Graham came over, and if you're interested, I had a video, I vlogged it. I also have the Parsons freshman dorm tour. I lived in Stuyvesant Town last year. In this video, I mainly talked about the second semester review of my freshman year. There's another video that I talked about the first semester review, which I will also put a link down below. If you're interested, you can also go through my channel. And if you're interested in more about Parsons, please comment down below and I will answer your questions as much as I can. And also like this video if you think it's helpful. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in my next video. Bye!